Two Heroes of Burkina Faso. God save Africa. God save Traoré. This land cries. But it also gives birth to heroes. Real heroes. Not the ones who hide in palaces. But those who walk with the people. Imagine a land where the sun shines bright, but the people desire for freedom and dignity. This is Burkina Faso, a nation in West Africa that has given us two extraordinary leaders, Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traoré. Though they lived in different times, their hearts beat for the same dream, a strong, independent Africa. This story takes you on a journey through their lives, showing how they fought for their people and why they touch our hearts today. Let's begin with Thomas Sankara, a man who changed Burkina Faso forever. Thomas Sankara, the upright revolutionary. Thomas Sankara was born in 1949 in Yako, a small town in what was then called Upper Volta. As a boy, he saw how colonial powers controlled his country, making life hard for ordinary people. He joined the army, trained in Madagascar and Morocco, and became a captain. In 1983, at just 33 years old, Sankara led a coup and became president. He wanted a new name for his country, one that reflected pride and honor. So, he called it Burkina Faso, meaning land of upright people. Sankara was a man of action. He looked at the dry lands and said, "We must fight desertification." His government planted 10 million trees in just 15 months, bringing life back to the soil. He cared deeply for children's health, vaccinating 2 million against diseases like polio and measles, saving countless lives. Education was his passion too. When he took power, most Burkinabés couldn't read. Sankara started literacy campaigns, and soon, many could read and write, dreaming of a better future. But what made Sankara truly special was his love for equality. He fought for women's rights, banning forced marriages. He put women in high government posts, showing they could lead just like men. Sankara lived simply, riding a bicycle to work and cutting his own salary to $450 a month. He sold the government's fancy cars and used small Renault 5s instead. He once said, "He who feeds you, controls you," urging his people to grow their own food and rely on themselves. Sankara's bold changes made some powerful people angry. In 1987, his close friend Blaise Compaoré betrayed him, leading a coup that ended Sankara's life at 37. As he fell, he declared, "While revolutionaries as individuals can be murdered, you cannot kill ideas." His death broke hearts, but his spirit lived on, inspiring young Africans to dream big. Ibrahim Traoré, the young visionary. Now, let's meet Ibrahim Traoré, a leader carrying Sankara's torch today. Born in 1988 in Kara, Burkina Faso, Traoré grew up in a different time but with the same fire in his heart. He studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou, but his love for his country led him to the army. In 2022, at only 34, Traoré led a coup, becoming interim president and one of the world's youngest leaders. Traoré looked at Burkina Faso and saw a nation still tied to its colonial past. He said, "No more." He expelled French forces in 2023 and turned to new partners like Russia and Turkey. Like Sankara, he believes Africa must stand on its own. Traoré rejected loans from the IMF and World Bank, saying, Africa doesn't need them. Instead, he built Burkina Faso's first gold refinery in 2023, set to produce 400 kilograms of gold daily and created thousands of jobs. He started many factories, like tomato, fruit and cotton processing plants, meat and milk processing packaging factories, cement factory, washing powder factory. Traoré modernized agriculture, improved solar and hydroelectric generation. Laid new roads, railway, airports and infrastructure. He hates import, he wants to build and keeping wealth in the country. He achieved many milestones in just 3 years, which is the main fear factor for the West. Security is a big challenge for Traoré. Rebels control parts of Burkina Faso, but he's fighting back. In 2023, he called for a general mobilization, urging citizens to support the army. His words, "A slave who cannot assume his own revolt does not deserve to be pitied," echo his resolve to free his people from fear and oppression. Traoré's speeches end with a powerful chant, "La patrie ou la mort, nous vaincrons," means, "Homeland or death, we will prevail." This cry, borrowed from revolutionary Cuba, stirs the hearts of Burkinabés and Africans everywhere. Burkina Faso's new president condemns imperialism. Traoré gave new hope to Africa, the whole continent stood for him for his safety. He also helped form the alliance of Sahel states, with Mali and Niger, a step toward African unity. Comparing their paths, same heart, different times. Sankara and Traoré are like two brothers with the same dream but different journeys. Both came to power through coups, young and fearless. Both hate colonialism and want Burkina Faso to stand tall. Sankara said no to foreign aid, Traoré says no to foreign loans. They both believe in African unity, Sankara through Pan-Africanism, Traoré through the alliance of Sahel states. But their focus differs. Sankara poured his heart into social change, schools, hospitals, women's rights. Traoré, facing rebels and economic struggles, builds factories and strengthens the army. Sankara lived in a world split by the Cold War, aligning with socialist nations. Traoré navigates a new world, partnering with Russia, Turkey, China and others. Sankara's life ended too soon, but Traoré's story is still being written, with challenges like insurgencies testing his resolve. Some criticize Sankara's radical moves, saying they pushed too far, too fast. Others question Traoré's military rule, wondering about democracy. Yet, their love for their people shines through, making them heroes who shook Africa. They both proved democracy means imperialism, it's a deception, a delusion, that democracy is for the people, by the people, and to the people. A legacy that touches hearts. Imagine a young Burkinabe girl reading by candlelight, inspired by Sankara's literacy campaigns. Or a worker in Traoré's gold refinery, proud to build his country's future. These leaders gave their people hope, showing that Africa can rise. Sankara's ideas, though he's gone, live in Traoré's actions. When Traoré speaks, you hear echoes of Sankara's fire, a reminder that the fight for freedom never dies. Their stories touch our hearts because they sacrificed for us. Sankara gave up comfort, Traoré faces danger daily. They remind us that leadership is about love, love for the land, the people, and the dream of a united Africa. Conclusion: a call to dream big. Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traoré are more than leaders, they are symbols of what Africa can be. Their courage, their sacrifices, and their dreams light the way for us all. As we watch Burkina Faso's journey, let's hold their vision close, a free, strong, and upright Africa. In their words and deeds, we find the strength to keep fighting, to keep dreaming, and to keep believing in a brighter tomorrow. But one thing shocked the West. They tried to kill him, again and again. Assassins came like snakes in the dark. But Traoré survived. Russia sent commandos for his security. And the world stood up. From Egypt to Nigeria. From Sudan to South Africa. From the streets of Paris to the towns of Jamaica. Black people, Arabs, and proud Africans all shouted. "Don't touch Ibrahim Traoré." They marched with signs, with drums, with fire in their hearts. They said, "This one is ours. He is the people's voice." Even children raised his photo. Even old men cried. Because for the first time in many years, Africa had a leader who did not kneel. Two lions of Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara and Ibrahim Traoré.